Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. WrestleMania 34 preview. Big card, a lot of expectations. There's people saying this will be the best WrestleMania ever. Currently, I think 17 overall has the most memorable card of all. I think this one will be right up there, if not better. So I guess every 17 years they have a phenomenal card. So 17, 34, 51. Is that the next great card? Hope not. All right. We have, 13 announced matches. So, first off, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I don't give a fuck. I mean, the winner has done nothing. Will we see Rob Gronkowski again? Okay. What has Mojo Rawley done since he won it last year? Nothing. So I'm picking two people to win: Ty Dillinger and Johnny Gargano. The Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal for the women. I'm going to say Bayley and Sasha Banks. It comes down to the two of them, and we have a feud going forward. So hopefully we get that match on this card, but we're not. But hey, at least maybe we'll get a little bit in the Fabulous Moolah Women's Battle Royal. Alright, first match, we have the Cruiserweight title on the line. The vacated Cruiserweight title. We've had this great Cruiserweight tournament leading up here. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Cedric has won 15 straight matches. He is 1-0 versus Mustafa Ali. My pick to win is based on this. Cedric Alexander has had multiple chances at being number one contender, and each time something happened. I think one time he was hurt or something, or another time he, when Enzo got stripped of the title, it's like he was on the cusp of getting into the title match and winning, and he couldn't do it. And he wouldn't, whatever. The situation happened where he didn't get his title match. He's getting it here. Backlash next month, next pay-per-view. Is in Chicago. Mustafa Ali is from Chicago. Why not have Chicago's own Mustafa Ali win here in New Orleans, defend this title in his hometown? Mustafa Ali, I'm picking to win the Cruiserweight title. Next, we have the Raw Tag titles on the line. We have champions The Bar. They don't set the bar, they are The Bar. Cesaro and Sheamus defending their titles versus Braun Strowman and a mystery partner. Braun Strowman was pretty good. I'll give you that. I liked Braun's last week. But they look too much alike for them to really work as good as the team. I mean, they're identical, Braun's and Braun. Braun's has more brains than Braun, but hey, Braun's actually look meaner than Braun. Scary. So who's his mystery partner going to be? Is it Rey Mysterio Jr.? No, I don't think it's Ray, because I think I would know the name of this damn show. New Japan Strong Style Evolved. Ray was supposed to wrestle Jushin Thunder Liger, and due to a bicep injury, he was unable to wrestle there. I don't think that injury is healed in 2 weeks. It could have. I could be completely wrong. That could have been just an angle so he didn't get hurt going into this match at WrestleMania. But I feel that he won't be here. He may make an appearance backstage or something, but I don't think he'll wrestle. My picks for Braun's partners, first is John Cena. If that falls through, another rumor I heard was James Storm, the Cowboy. So I'm going to stick with those two. Either Cena or James Storm. But I had Team Braun winning the tag titles. Next, we have the SmackDown tag titles on the line. We have the Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. We know we had Usos and New Day at Fastlane, and then the Bludgeon Brothers got involved, which led to this match. There's rumors of it being a TLC match. They could have done it. I've not watched SmackDown. My power went out, and I was unable to watch SmackDown. So I'll have to go back and watch it on the network later. But so as far as I know, they didn't add a TLC match to it. But I'm going to have the Usos winning, and then I feel at the end we'll have a beatdown by the Authors of Pain, and they'll make their main roster debut. Next, with the United States title on the line, we have United States Champion Randy Orton versus former United States Champion Bobby Roode versus former World Champion Jinder Mahal versus two-time U.S. Champion Rusev. Rusev Day! Is it? Really? Is every day Rusev Day? I don't understand people. But whatever. Whatever. It's the cool thing to do. Rusev lost the United States title to John Cena at WrestleMania 31. But he had dominated John Cena up until that point. Because if you wrestle John Cena at WrestleMania, you can't beat him. No one can get over on John Cena at WrestleMania. When they could have had 2 years ago shot Rusev to the moon by having him beat John Cena at WrestleMania, you don't do that. So I think they'll right that wrong here. They'll have Rusev win here. 3 years later, Rusev will be your new 3-time United States Champion. Intercontinental title on the line. The greatest Intercontinental Champion in the history of WWE and The Miz, along with The Miztourage versus Seth freaking Rollins, versus Finn Balor, the Balor Club. The Miz, 76-day title run currently. If he holds the title consecutively through April 30th, he'll held the title the most days of anyone in the history of the Intercontinental title. Only one reign behind 9, which is held by Chris Jericho. They're trying to make him be the greatest ever. I don't think they take it off of him here. I think Miz retains. I think he'll hold it through the end of the month. I think he'll lose it next month at Backlash. But then he'll gain it back, and then he'll be the greatest ever Intercontinental Champion. So next with Raw Women's title line, we have champion Alexa Bliss, 219-day title run, the longest since Nikki Bella's 301-day that ended September 20, 2015, versus Nia Jax. My feeling on this match, there's no reason for Nia Jax to win the title. I think Nia Jax is talented. I don't mind her in the ring at all. I don't mind her matches. There's just no point in her being champion. I mean, just really. I mean, I hate Alexa Bliss. To be honest with you, if I had to pick one or the other that I liked more, I like Nia Jax better than Alexa Bliss. There's really no point in taking the title off of her. But it's not how WWE thinks. So Nia Jax winning the title here? Question mark. Next, we have the greatest women's match in the history of professional wrestling. We have SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte versus the 2018 Women's inaugural Royal Rumble winner Asuka. First match these two have ever had. You can make an argument on who the best woman in WWE is. They're in this match. Matter of fact, in the Pulse Dungeon, we've had conversations on who's better, Asuka or Charlotte. Some think Asuka, some think Charlotte. I mean, it's to each their own. A lot of professional wrestling is opinion-based. I think Charlotte's better than Asuka. But, again, I think the Golden Lovers are a better tag team than the Young Bucks. So, hey, everybody has their own opinion with this. Now, Asuka, she's only the 7th person ever to be a sole survivor on her Survivor Series team and win the Royal Rumble. First women to do both. They talk about this undefeated streak. And all this mixed tag, and they've always said, if she loses a tag match, the streak is over. Well, that means the streak ended May 27, 2016. You heard me. She's 154-0 in singles competition, Asuka is. In tag team competition, she is 29-1. She lost a tag match on a NXT house show. Cocoa Beach, I believe it was. May 27, 2016. Versus Lana and Nia Jax. I think Sarah, or, oh my god, not Sarah Logan, whatever her name was. I don't remember the name now. But, yeah, they lost a tag match back then. So that means the streak's over? Is that what that means? Because they keep pimping her off. She loses this tag match, the streak's over. Well, she's 14-0 in three-way matches. She's 2-0-3 in fatal four-way matches. There's been 3 fatal four-way matches that she was in, Asuka, and did not win. February 27, 2016. March 11th and March 12th, 2016. All these were run by Bayley. So Asuka didn't get pinned, but she didn't win. So does that mean the streak's over too? So I'm confused. Is the streak wins in general or wins that she's involved in the decision? So WWE needs to clarify that because she's lost a tag match before. I consider her undefeated because of the singles. She's 6-0 in mixed tag and 15-0 in 6-women tag. Here's what I have happening. I have Asuka winning here. I have Asuka holding that title for 1 year, 365 days. WrestleMania 35 in New York City. Or actually, New Jersey. Is that where the MetLife Stadium is? The 2019 Royal Rumble winner, Ronda Rousey, is the one that ends the streak next year in New York. Next match, we have Kurt Angle teaming with Ronda Rousey, making her NXT or WWE debut. So in 1 year, she will win the title versus Asuka. She'll be the one that ends Asuka's streak. There's nobody else that should do it but Ronda Rousey. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. This is his 22nd WrestleMania match. He's wrestled in 10 straight WrestleManias. The last time Kurt Angle appeared at WrestleMania, well, he appeared last year because he went in the Hall of Fame. The last time he was in a match at WrestleMania was WrestleMania 22. You don't have Ronda Rousey lose here. There's nothing that can be gained on her losing. There's so much that we can gain on her winning. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey win this match. Rousey pins Stephanie. Next, we have Daniel Bryan teaming with Shane McMahon. Daniel Bryan making his professional wrestling re-debut or comeback begins here. I'm at the WrestleMania where he won his world title in New Orleans 4 years ago. I'm at the WrestleMania that he returns. I'm freaking stoked as I'll get. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. If Owens and Zayn win, they'll be rehired by SmackDown. Remember, Daniel fired them both. There's no reason Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn don't win here. Unless there's a roster shakeup and they go to Raw. That'd be the only reason you wouldn't have them win here. But here's what I have happen. We like 3-man factions in WWE right now, or 3-person factions in WWE right now. Well, step back. This is Shane's 3rd consecutive WrestleMania match since he returned. Versus AJ Styles, versus The Undertaker, and now this tag match. WWE likes their 3-person factions, don't they? How about Team Honor? Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Or why don't we add to that the Undisputed Era? Bring them up. Main roster with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Daniel Bryan. Team Honor. Hey, I got Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn winning this. I got Daniel Bryan turning on Shane McMahon. Next, I want to say it. I want to preview it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. John Cena versus The Undertaker. I don't want it to happen. Last year was it for Undertaker, I believe. If WWE does this match with no fucking build by The Undertaker, at least when Punk did his Undertaker build, He had the urn. He talked about it. They had the smoke. Taker didn't have to appear, but you knew he was there because of the lightning, the gong, the smoke. This has been nothing except for Cena talking. So, John Cena has been at every WrestleMania from WrestleMania 20 through 33 for the exceptions of WrestleMania 32. The Undertaker's been at every WrestleMania from WrestleMania 7 through 33 with the exceptions of 14 and 16. These two have never met in a match. Never had a finale in a match. They had one match, October 9th, 2006, on a Raw, in a no contest draw. Cena's never beat Taker. Taker's never beat Cena. Like John Cena said, he didn't want to come into Mania without earning a spot and take a young guy's spot. The fact that he's a part-timer and he feels that way, I'm cool with that. So he challenges The Undertaker. Don't know what's going to happen. I thought I would at least bring it up. You don't have The Undertaker in a match at Mania at this point in his career and not win. You can't have Taker retire from professional wrestling with back-to-back Mania losses when he had the streak. So if this match actually happens, I have Taker winning. Next, we have the WWE title on the line. We have the phenomenal AJ Styles defending his WWE Championship at WrestleMania versus the Royal Rumble winner, Shinsuke Nakamura. These two have faced off one other time at one of the biggest shows in the world, Wrestle Kingdom 10, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles, 4 3/4 star match. This match could be the best match in the history of WrestleMania. Could be. But I feel the outcome's already out there. The WWE title has changed hands. Not just the last WrestleMania, not the one before that. 5 straight WrestleManias have had a WWE title change. WrestleMania 29 through WrestleMania 33. This title has changed hands at WrestleMania. As good as this match will be, I hope AJ retains. Really hope he retains, but I have a feeling Shinsuke Nakamura is your new WWE champion. I have no issue with that. I am down with that. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Daniel Bryan. Who doesn't want to see that? AJ Styles versus Daniel Bryan. Who doesn't want to see that? AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. We've seen it. We like it. AJ versus Joe. I want to see that. Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan. Okay. But there's so many things they can do with this, regardless who wins. But if Shinsuke winning, it'll be a great match. To the main event. Unfortunately, we have Universal Championship on the line. We have Universal Champion Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar has had the 7th longest title run in WWE history, 371 days. There's only been 3 other times in the history of professional wrestling, in the history of WWE, that somebody has won the title at Mania and carried it till the next Mania. Randy Savage won it at WrestleMania 4. He dropped it at WrestleMania 5 to Hulk Hogan. Hogan won it at WrestleMania 5 and dropped it at WrestleMania 6 to the Ultimate Warrior. That's what we have here, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Lesnar won the title at WrestleMania 33. He'll drop it at WrestleMania 34. He's had 4 matches in 2014, 8 matches in 2015, 11 matches in 16. Wow, he had 13 matches in 2017. 3 matches in 2018. Why we let a part-time fucking wrestler hold the title for a year, I'll never fucking know. Roman Reigns, though, on the other hand. This is his 4th straight main event at WrestleMania. WrestleMania 31, Seth Rollins. It was the Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. We had a Money in the Bank cash-in party. Seth Rollins came in middle of the match. Middle of the fucking match. Cashed that fucking money in the bank in and won it. Fucked over Roman Reigns. WrestleMania 32, main event, Roman Reigns versus Triple H, WWE title on the line. Roman Reigns wins. Crowd shit all over him. WrestleMania 33, Roman Reigns beats The Undertaker. Crowd shit all over it. The day after Mania, we have Paul Heyman going, well, you know, you beat The Undertaker last night. He's 23-2. Why don't the two go one-on-one? A year ago, this match has been built. The crowd could give a fuck. I know I can give a fuck. If I was building this card, AJ Nakamura's main event. You want people to look forward to something. You don't want to look forward to this. People might leave early. Obviously, it's kind of done. Roman Reigns wins. Let's just throw a caveat out there. Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar and goes with Roman Reigns. Brock Lesnar wins and goes away. Bobby Lashley comes out and attacks Roman Reigns. We have Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley going forward. Brock Lesnar goes off back to UFC. Goes fights John Jay, or John, is that his name? Whatever his name is. John Jones. John Jones. UFC 225 or whatever the next big one they have is. And then he comes back next year to get his revenge on Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns. Alright, that will wrap up WrestleMania 34 preview. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Excuse me. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.